Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Now my dreams reality, not going back to you say that camera action, living in a dream. Now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing here, Trubisky, looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they do.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
This is McCaffrey. Demario Davis there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 7 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes just he's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, one thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 Short, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Saints nothing.
Check my 21. Lock in. 18. Just flat. Hey, check. Hey, box drop.
Now Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now it's Trubisky looking long for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Check safety, check safety. Great. Hatch it. Kill. Touchdown. Drive on. Hey, switch gears. Kill.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Whip. Watch the whip. Wide. Get wide.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And fights through one man. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Gun.
Newton on first down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check the backer.
Now it's Newton. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, Sylvester. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now it's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's caught. It's Thomas. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Here's Trubisky to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, alert. Hey, check back 21.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this 1st half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Moore on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. But now it's third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to look deep, trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Not today, you are. Not today. Shift. No.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53 is mine. He don't know no better. Shit. Bang.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something that there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
Hey, high 7.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Open man is Michael Thomas. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Trubisky to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down and goal. Trubisky. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Third and 2, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And all the way down to the 29. A big play there out of Kamara. 54 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the...
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye, Mike Daniels, in for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Check hot route. Hot. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 8, 8. Switch it, come on, switch it. Slam.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to look deep for more, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Right there, 56. Watch the run.
Now Cam, option left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He gets it to Thomas, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there. 25, check 25.
A shotgun snap for Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, orbit. Hey, check Mike 21.
Now Trubisky to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Saints on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Red, hey, check Mike 21. Hey, Charlie. Mike 21. I got you, Pop. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, watch the play.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Ready. Check 56. Watch the run. Check 37.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
We're set. Mike 33. Mike 27. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Check. Crunch.
From the gun, here's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. Watch the screen. Pass.
From the gun, Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mike Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Bravo.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw on second and 10. Trubisky going to throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Newton. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Newton to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing here, Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a first and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Newton's going to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. There he goes left side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to.
He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.